Hello, this is the TradeSight Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, December 8th, 2013, and ending Friday the 13th, 2013. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Really haven't done anything. Look at how flat November was. We dipped a little on Thursday. That's about it. Ranges have been poor again, and the overall range for the year, not great. So I wouldn't say we've seen anything exciting just in the last couple of days. Let's take a look at some of the key pairs that we trade. Here's the euro dollar heading up towards a green static trend line. That could at least be a target and something we could run into and stall out at it if we get there. Nothing in terms of the seeker count at this point in time on that. Here's the pound dollar running into the risk line from the last 13 seeker sell signal. Very interesting that it would run exactly into that, isn't it? So you get the 13 sell signal, the pink risk line. After all this, a month and a half later, we run into it to the pip on Monday. Rolled over. Take a quick look at the Aussie dollar as well, which has been drifting lower here ever since that 13 sell signal back a while ago. So look at the euro dollar action for the week. 30-minute bars. The entire week's 180 pips of range, 170 pips. Not good. A lot of it was on Thursday. That was a big trading day with the spike both ways. Other than that, a lot of flat action there. Let's switch over to the pound dollar. We did have some winners this week, even a carryover. And it's surprising because here on the pound, basically 140 pips of range for the whole session. Sorry, for the whole week's session, which is not good. Again, that used to be a daily range. So we're still looking at light ranges and half size for us on these pairs and heading into the holidays now. I don't think we're going to see it till January. Just like last year, things picked up in January. Last year, though, we knew about the fiscal cliff problem was holding everything up. Things did pick up in January, and we stayed full size until August. But this year, without the same reasoning, we've seen action certainly drift off and never picked up after August. Here's the Aussie, again, just kind of choppy, got nowhere for the week. All right, let's take a look at the economic data coming out around the world here for the week starting Sunday. New Zealand's manufacturing sales. Japan gives us their current account, final GDP, bank lending. China has CPI and PPI at once. Going into Monday, Japan economy watchers sentiment, Switzerland's unemployment rate, German trade balance, retail sales out of Switzerland, housing starts out of Canada, nothing out of the U.S. except for a speech from a Fed member. Back to Japan Monday night for the BSI Manufacturing Index, the tertiary industry activity number, M2 money stock. Australia's got their business confidence and home loans, 20-year bond auction out of Japan, new loans out of China, and M2 money supply out of China. Tuesday, consumer confidence at midnight Eastern going into Tuesday out of Japan. China's industrial production, fixed asset investments, and retail sales. Preliminary machine tool orders. I've never really understood that number. I guess we should look at that. Two versions of this report. We'll save it for another time. Out of Japan, French and Italian industrial production. UK trade balance, manufacturing production, and industrial production. All that at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. That's some big data. Then you skip all the way to the JOLTS job openings, 10 a.m. Eastern time Tuesday morning. And then really nothing. Westpac consumer sentiment out of Australia that night. Core machinery orders and CGPI out of Japan. Puts us into Wednesday. French final non-farm payroll numbers. German final CPI. Got crude oil out of the U.S. 10-year bond auction. Fed budget balance number in the afternoon. 3 p.m. Eastern time here in the U.S. New Zealand's got their Bank of New Zealand rate announcement and policy statement, their FPI after that. The MI inflation expectations out of Australia, employment data out of Australia, French CPI going into Thursday, LIBOR rate out of Switzerland, press conference out of their bank, industrial production out of Europe, CB leading index out of the UK. Canada's got their NHPI and capacity utilization. Then we get hit here in the U.S. with retail sales, the weekly unemployment claims data, import prices, business inventories, natty gas, 30-year bond auction. None of that's any of our big three. We just don't have any of the big three this week. Revised industrial production out of Japan, German WPI, PPI out of Switzerland, employment change out of Europe, PPI out of the U.S. That's all Friday. So what do we focus on this week? Well, we focus on this is the last big week, probably a last week for opportunity before the holidays really settle in, and looking for opportunities for some movement. But if we don't get it this week, it's hard to see getting it in the weeks of Christmas, New Year's, and even the week leading up to that. I don't have any specific data to focus on during the week. But again, it's been kind of light anyways, so I don't know that there's anything to focus on when there's not much activity going on. We will be calling it in the trading lab as usual, though, and charts by E signal 11. Have a great trading week.